Welcome back to today's hockey game, folks. I'm your host, Billy Brandt, and it's the Pembina Valley Twisters out here in Notre Dame taking on the Transcona Railer Express, and what should be a good one tonight here. And the Twisters here in this one, they've come in here, like both teams, on a 2-game winning streak. One will continue. And on that, as we look at it, Transcona 4-1 in their last 5, 3-2 in their last 5, and we'll be with you in Canada here shortly. I'm your host, Billy Branton. And we're ready here to go for the first period. Take a look here at the starting goaltenders here in this one. And for the Pembina Valley Twisters, getting the start is Logan Enns. And he comes in here with a record of 17-6-1, along with, and facing him at the other end of the net is Josh Ratch. He's 6-5-1 coming into this one, and they're ready to take the puck here and get set to go. Twisters in the white and maroon, and it's the red for Transcona off the draw, won by the Twisters. Russell, he'll play that long to Kalen Russell, and into the zone they go. Santa Carroll's applying pressure, looking for the puck, trying to set something up with it. And still digging out. There's a shot from the point, and that doesn't quite get through traffic. Twisters, they work it back now to Russell. Russell trying to move that one along. And that shot now with the top behind the net, and that comes all the way about to the point, where Twisters again continue to move it out. Continuing to work now here with it. And all the way behind the net, scooped up by Transcona. And again, sorry here for the angle, but don't have a good one here at this arena. Moving it back now. Twisters, they get it out of the zone, and Transcona dumps it in into the skates there of Hepner. And Hepner now, he goes to make his way the other way, walking in through traffic, and he's trying to get a shot away. He can't. Still working with it now. Twisters got to get back to the blue line. As the puck comes out, and now that gets cleared all the way in. And Transcona will walk into the zone. A little bit offside. They're still working at it. Hepner, now he plays that across. DeCarroll's back to Van Dynes. Van Dynes making his way up ice. And Hepner again pushing that one ahead. Long stretch pass, and the Twisters cleared into the zone. Transcona picks it up. And Transcona now here working with it. And a hard hit there. Nice play there by the Twisters, and into the zone. Puck comes along behind the side of the net. And they're going to jam at it now here near the boards. There's a shot on net. Carrolls breaks that up. And Carrolls pushes it the other way. Transcona now works it in. And they continue to work with it. And yes, we do apologize that there is no arena sound with how our setup is here. We're working on that. We'll be with you shortly. Long stretch pass by Transcona. That comes all the way down, and that will be an icing. And here we go off the draw, and they're back ready to go. Still working with it now. And that gets cleared in. Pushing it ahead forward. Twisters into the zone is Gertzen. Weeb applying chase. Still jamming at it. Trying to work with it. Nothing going for him. And now here come the Twisters trying to get it out of the zone. And it can't go any farther than that. Regrouping. Hard hit there in the corner. And there's the pass along. Trying to get it in front. That pass won't go for the Twisters. Dick picks it up. Firing on net, deflected, and opportunity there for the Twisters won't go. Best opportunity of the night. Shots so far 1-0 in favor of the Twisters. And they work that one around. Now in behind that area again. Can't really see that from here from the boards. There's a shot on net. Doesn't get through as Emps plays that on. Now from out behind the net. Working ahead forward is Dick. And he gets it out of there. And there's a chance there by Transcona. Nothing going for them. Now coming up the ice. That just gets played in by Josh Guilford. And he continues to give chase as well with Carls. And that comes all the way back. And Carls now his long pass. And that gets all the way down. Couldn't really get that there to Max Collette. And another bouncing puck there. That comes out of the zone. Twisters can't handle it cleanly as that gets cleared all the way down and picked up now by the red sweater of the Transcona Railer Express. They work it up here on the near side and into the zone, dodging a hit. They play that in and around the boards. And that'll get scooped up, and Jacob Carrolls will play it in. Long stretch pass, shot, firing! And this Twisters strike first. It's the Twisters leading this one 1-0. Off that goal, and here's a quick look at the replay of it as they come into the zone and find the back of the net. Off the draw. Controlled now in their own zone. Pembina Valley trying to work it out. Here against the near side glass, and Van Dynes, he'll work that all the way around. Now going the other way. Scooped up here by the Express, and he'll clear that all the way down. And Ratch will play that along. Cross pass, that won't go. As that gets again played along. Still with it now here. And there's a long play here for the Twisters as they walk in. There's an opportunity there, and that will go.
The assist to number 24, Jacob Carrolls. Time of the goal is 4:17. That's Van Dynes from Carrolls at 4:17.
So Van Dynes gets the goal from Jacob Carrolls on the assist. So I call Van Dynes. He is their leading scorer on defense, and with that, there's a stoppage in play. And now back here with the action. Twisters off the draw. Dick plays it in. And Transcona now trying to turn it up the other way as they've been on the move in this so far up the standings here and trying to get back into this one. Twisters have had their number in the first 4 meetings as talked about how they play up, and they're going to be called offside on that. And yeah, going back to what I was saying there, Express sitting around that 7th spot. They've worked their way up to 5th in the standings. Meanwhile, the Twisters still sitting pretty comfortable, about a 10-point lead there in between them, going both ways there as they're 10 points behind first and 10-point buffer they have on 2nd place. Where they sit, there's a quick shot, Enns holds on for a whistle, and that brings a stoppage in play. We're about 6 minutes into this one. Off the draw now. Twisters, they get it out now. Here comes Weeb. Weeb pushing it ahead forward. Twister's leading scorer, walking in, drop pass, shot there, and Gertzen a little bit off the mark. Now around behind the goal line, Twister still controlling, looking, firing his weave. Shot doesn't get through traffic, rebound, it lays there loose, and it doesn't go through. And that gets cleared all the way out. Twisters hold the zone, though. Carroll shot through traffic, and Ratch will hold on for a save. Bring a stoppage in play at 13:33. And the shots are 4-1 in favor of the Pan Valley Twisters, leading at 1-0 on a Van Dyne's goal from their captain on the assist, Jacob Carrolls. Off the draw, there's a quick shot, and that gets kicked into the corner by Ratch. Continuing now to work with it. And that's going to bring a stoppage in play. And off the puck drop, we're ready to go here, and Wee plays that in. And glove down. And into the zone off the turnover, and the sauce pass won't go for Transcona. A great opportunity for them. Shot through traffic, and Enns holds on for the save, and that gets kicked now behind the net. Great forecheck, and a Railer Express player went down. A little bit shaken up. Net comes off, and we'll take a quick look at that replay of that scoring opportunity as both teams go for a change. And Transcona quickly changing it up now here before the drop. Face off now here to the right of Enns, and off the draw, Twisters. They'll work it around behind the net. And Hepner now, he'll get it out. They'll come all the way down the ice. And good race there by Guilford, negates the icing. Continuing with the puck now. Behind the net, Transcona. Now here they go on their rush. And that pass was just off, trying to find Hooper there. And they got to regroup from their own end, and they'll turn that one over instead. Pushed ahead forward by Dick. And now still controlling with it. Into the zone, and the stick went flying there by Railer Express. As Carrolls, Xander Carrolls, he'll play that long. It looked like the grave there. Couldn't tell if it was him. I think it was Guilford actually that took the shot. And now behind the net. There's a shot there, and that gets deflected off the glass. Stays in play by the Twisters. Twisters now working it at the blue line through traffic. There's Hepner. And Collette gets hit in the corner. He'll come out victorious, though, with the puck. Trying to find his man at the point, now waiting for it. And forks it back in. Down low for Van Dynes. Van Dynes, now that'll get turned over. And here come the Express on the rush, going the other way on the counter. And again, great break up there to get back. Jacob Carrolls. Carrolls lays a nice hit there. Trying to work with it and play to head forward. Kicked out now here and right onto the stick of the 11 for Transcona. Now played along to the 22. Torok has shot through traffic. And the tie up. Couldn't get a shot away. Another shot there, and Enns holds on for the whistle. Great opportunity there from Evan Viette along with the 22 of Nolan Vanderbush on that opportunity. As Vanderbush comes set in here for the draw, taking on Sutherland, and Slade Sutherland beats him on the draw there. He'll work it to Van Dynes. Van Dynes now coming out from behind his net. Playing that ahead forward, and that's icing. And they continue on. There's a shot. And that gets cleared all the way down. And that gets sent into the zone. Twisters now, they play it back to Van Dynes. Van Dynes walking in. He'll play that across. And walking in, there comes a shot. And that's wide, and we'll be back with you here in a couple of minutes. And we're right here to go back off the draw. Twisters, they win it back to the point, and that gets played all the way in. Transcona trying to get it out. As they continue working here in their own zone. Now here comes Transcona on their rush going the other way. They walk into the zone, trying to pressure Ents. Hasn't faced much in this one. And there's a shot that's wide of the net. Shot through traffic. And now here's a chance for the Twisters going the other way. Clark walks in, and that's the end for him on that rush. It's a great play there by Transcona getting back. Rail Express trying to get back in this one. Down by one. There's a shot on Ends, and Ends makes a save. Rebound way out there, and another opportunity, and that won't go. Now here they go the other way. Here comes Bergman into the zone. And not much going there for him. Again, we apologize here if the quality is a little bit choppy here over the internet. Working with it. Still jamming at it, and now working his way out is Weeb. Weeb through traffic, and that's off his stick. And the Express, they'll send that out. Couldn't touch it there as they're making the line change, and played right back in by Van Dynes. Ratch, he'll leave it. And Transcona, they'll get it right back out of the zone as Van Dynes plays it along in. Walking now in, Gertzen off his stick. There's a shot, and that doesn't get through. Another opportunity, and it won't go. And there we go. That brings a stoppage in play here. 8:18 remaining here in the opening frame. It's the Twisters leading 1-0 in this one. Coming into the zone, here comes Transcona on the rush. Jamming at it in front. And Weeb working at it. There's a shot through traffic, and Ends holds on for a whistle, smothering it now here. Exactly 8 minutes on the clock. Shots are 8 apiece as Transcona has brought some life back in here. Haven't had much, though, either team to really set up. Twisters had a couple of plays in their attack zone where they could really keep it on the pressure, but other than that, it's just a couple of quick chances. And Transcona now, they'll work it out. And into the zone. Going through traffic. And continue to work at it. And we'll be with you here as we lost our video signal. Still jamming at it, and there it is. Continuing on through traffic. And working it in is Max Collette. Max Collette looking. Shot through traffic, and that won't go. And still jamming at it now here, and walking in, firing, and holding on for the whistle there is Ends on the opportunity from the 18 there, Michael Todork. Give me 1 second, Josh. We gotta, just try and leave this here because it's kind of buggering in and out. Okay. I think I need to switch out this piece. I got a couple of those from your mom. Off the draw. And that gets cleared all the way down, and we're back. And yeah, we apologize there for our audio issues and our video issues there as we get this one here back underway. Still jamming at it now and into the zone. Twisters working around behind the net, pushing it ahead forward. Still jamming at it. And now here on the near side, walking in, firing, and Ends makes the save there. There's a long stretch pass, and that comes all the way in as that gets cleared in by the Twisters. And 6:08 there on the clock, and again, Sorry there if we had some difficulties with the sound, if my mic was muted earlier. There's a quick shot by the Twisters, save made on that one. And back to the point. Hepner plays that one in. Still working with it, and now here's a break for Transcona to go the other way. Through traffic, walking in, and a good play by the Twisters to get back to end Van den Bussen's chance there on the counter again. Still jamming at it on the near side. Twisters prevail with the puck, and now that gets blown dead. I don't know if the net came off. That's what it looks like to be. From where I'm standing here, hard to tell. .5:25 on the clock. Shots are now 10-9 in favor of Transcona, and we got a power play coming up. And that is for the Railer Express. It's Jonathan Dick that went to the box, and we'll hear the call shortly. And walking in through traffic, Twisters trying to get something done short-handed. And their penalty kill, first in the league, 85.1%. Meanwhile, for the Express, their power play unit is only 5th in the league at 16.4 as the Twisters walk in, firing. And Ross Gold's on for the shot up front is Josh Ratch. So a minute 27 on the power play, just under 5 to go. Again, I'm your host here, Bentley Brand, along with my cameraman Josh Keck. Just underway as Carroll's gets set to take the draw here. Off the draw, Express, they win it. And here come the Express into the zone. So yeah, that's Dick on the cross check as was the call as it comes over the PA system. Now walking in. And Transcona, they play that in here to the corner boards. Working around, trying to play it back there is Chudley. Evan Chudley, he leads his team in points. Centering, there's a quick shot firing for the Express. And that doesn't quite go through. Again, that pass can't get past Cohen Thomas there as he breaks that up on that opportunity there from Van den Busch. And Van den Busch now gets it now back here to the 8, walking in through traffic, and that gets played along the side of the net, where it's picked up and cleared out all the way down the ice by the Twisters as the Express now retreating into their own zone with the puck. 25 seconds remaining on their power play. And Express here on the rush. They'll just clear that in. Enns goes out to play it. And Van Dyne's trying to whack at it and get it out of there. And now he does. Transcona now from behind their own net. Penalty has expired. And no shots for them on the man advantage. Meanwhile, the Twisters, they're able to manage one short-handedly and put some pressure down at the other end of the ice. And like I said, Transcona hasn't been able to get any momentum here really that much throughout the course of the opening frame as Carroll's talking over with the ref before the puck drop. Off the draw now here. Long stretch pass picked up, and here comes Gertzen into the zone, makes one man miss, waits. Cross ice pass, Van Dyne shot through traffic, and holding on for the whistle is Ratch again. Twisters keeping the same group out there as they got their top line with the Grave set to take the draw. He wins that one. Weeb plays it back to the point for Van Dyne. Van Dyne's to Weeb. Weeb, he gets his stick knocked out of his hands, and that's going to be a penalty coming up. And it's a pretty easy call right there. We're not going to really see it on the replay down at the far end of the ice. But it's going to be a 2-minute penalty. And the Twisters will get the first power play of their first power play of the game. Their power play comes in here, 27.5%. Good enough for first in the lead. Meanwhile, the penalty kill for Transcona. For them, They come in here 7th in the league, still over 80% at 80.3. And the penalty there was to the 24 of Evan Chudley, their top scorer. And a little bit of miscommunication there, but the Twisters pass didn't get there, but Russell scoops it up. No worries for him and his squad as now he works it to Weeb. And now getting it played across there to Russell. Russell works it ahead. And now to the 19 of DeGrave, and he'll leave it back. Stretch pass, that won't go through traffic. 90 seconds remaining here on the man advantage, and another minute on that remaining in the frame. Twisters play it back. Russell walking in, and he'll ring that around the boards. Left back to the point and played ahead forward by the Twisters. Now looking with it, firing through traffic is Russell, and that won't go. Glove down. And that's turned over, and here comes the Express going the other way. Walking in, firing through traffic, and ends. Holds on for the whistle as both teams, like I said, having chances short-handed. And so far, only the short-handed, so far the shots are 1-1 short-handedly, and no one's got a shot yet on the power play to challenge any of these goaltenders. And that face-off now might have called them offside there. I don't know exactly what it was. It registered as a shot, but it's going to be a neutral zone faceoff. 50 seconds remaining on the man advantage as Hepner takes it over his blue line, looking, and he gets knocked down. Nice place there. And by Transcona, though, they can't cleanly enter into the zone. And now here go the Twisters going the other way. Van Dynes making his way through traffic. And the puck skidded off his stick. But right to Hepner, he plays that across. And Ratch kicks out the pad save on that one. Back to the point. Played across now here through traffic. Looping back. And again, that gets cleared all the way down. A minute 20. 17 seconds remaining on the power play. A minute 20 here in the first period. As the Twisters playing it ahead forward into the zone. Pushed all the way down in behind the net. Scooped up. A minute 06 on the clock. Penalty has expired for the Twisters. No shots on the power play for either team. Back to the point. And there's a shot by Carroll's. And again, the save made on that one. Now still working with this, the Twisters. Some tic-tac-toe shot. And oh, that just missed the mark there. And fired right back in by Transcona. Time still ticking. 35 on the clock. Carroll's works it out. And correction there. When I thought that got cleared in from my angle, that was a Transcona goal. And I did not see that from here. So it's a 1-1 game. Vanderbush from Campbell. And there's another quick shot, and Ends holds on for the whistle. And yeah, it's hard to see, like I said, from this booth here, that net. And I guess it went in.
I didn't notice either, so.
Yeah, that's like, oh, if yeah, it goes in, you can always say. Got it. Me and Josh now here side by side in the booth. Maybe you'll get even some other commentary from him throughout the game. Working with it, Twisters just hold it, and that will do it for the end of the first period. We got a 1-1 hockey game after 20. And your goal scorer there for the Railer Express, number 22, Nolan Vandenbush. He got the goal. And we'll get you your assist as soon as we can. And here, I'm back with you there. Correction there. Here. On that goal here for you. And from Nolan Vanderbush, he scored short-handedly from Michael Todoruk and Austin Campbell on the assist. So add them onto your scoring sheet, and the time of that goal was 2:03. Meanwhile, the Twisters, their goal starting it off there, 4 minutes and 17 seconds into the game, was Alex Van Dyne's, his 13th from Jacob Carroll's on the assist. Meanwhile, we look at the scores around the league here in the MMJHL. And out in River East, it's the Knights recently scoring, but they're down 3-1 to the visiting Hawks. And one of those teams going to end their losing streak. Hawks lost their last 2. Meanwhile, the Royal Knights have lost their last 3, sitting at last in the league. Out in St. James, the Canucks bouncing back after their last loss in their last game. They have 6 wins, they're up 6-0 midway through the second period, up on the Twins, who are trying to keep alive their 3-game win streak. And with that, we'll get back to you on the live action here for the start of the second period. I'm your host, Bentley Brandt, along with my cameraman, Josh Keck. And we're back now here with you shortly here for a little shooters. If you've sorry here for a little bit of a chaotic start that we had here to the broadcast, but we have everything going well now here. It's the Pembina Valley Twisters here taking on the Railer Express in Notre Dame, Manitoba. It's a 1-1 game. Early goal from the Twisters, Kyle Van Dynes from Jacob Carrolls to take the lead about 4 minutes in, and then tied up with about 4 minutes left from Nolan Vanderbush with the assist from Michael Todork and Austin Campbell. And we'll have little shooters your way, and we'll be with you shortly. And the Transcona Railer Express here taking the ice, and they've had a good game so far. Started off a little sluggish, but got back in, scoring shorthanded in this one, and that is where we stand, knotted up at 1 after the Twisters' early goal, like we said earlier. And the Pembina Valley Twisters here are trying to get back into this one as they're getting ready here to step out on the ice. And here they come. The Pembina Valley Twisters trying to get back in to this game here. And we look now here at your teams and the players here on the ice, getting ready here for the second period. DeGrave's line coming out there, set right to take the draw against the 22 of Nolan Vanderbush, who has this one knotted up, done short-handedly. And off the draw, we're here and ready to go. It's the Pembina Valley Twisters controlling now here in the defensive zone. And they're going to push that one ahead forward on the near side. And now walking in, they'll play that back. Still working with it now. And that's going to get scooped up by the Express. They got a little bit of a push going the other way. And now they walk over the line, firing on net. And Enns makes the save off the glass, working with it now. Weeb He'll play that long behind the net. And then he turns that over, and there's opportunity for Transcona, and that won't go. Long stretch pass. Into the zone is Weeb. Weeb looks. Now they leave it back. Still jamming at it. There's a shot through traffic. And wide of the net here as the Twisters having a good start to the period. 13-13. It was the shots after 20. And forgot to mention that to you there as Express working around, try and get back to the line. They will. Firing through traffic. There's a shot, and that doesn't go. Express still working with it, trying to set something up, and now Ends will hold on for a whistle, and that'll bring a stoppage in play here at 18:46. Here in the middle frame. And we're back live now here with the action. Working with it. There's a shot through traffic. And again, that gets deflected out of play, bringing a stoppage in play. And we're back ready to go. There's a shot off the draw, wide of the net. Jamming at it, and the Twisters pickpocket the Express. Now work it behind the net. And they're going to send that all the way. Now here they go on the rush, walking into the zone. And couldn't find his feet with Slade Sutherland. Now on the near side, jamming at it down low. Nothing going for the Twisters there as they'll work it out. And send that out, and the Twisters put it right back in though. Good pressure by them. Express trying to get it out. They can't there, and off the turnover now. Express get it right back. Here's a rush going the other way. And walking in, save, made away, loose, jamming at it. And Ends holds on for the whistle. And it looked like a nice rush there set up by Easton Griffin. And a nice shot there by Nathan Turner at the end, gets held on for a save. Off the draw now. Working with it now here are the Twisters. They play that long to Clark. Clark. Now here go the Twisters going the other way into the attack zone. Still working with it on his stick there. Can't see the exact number of it. Looked like the 11 there of Cohen Thomas, and that comes all the way out of the zone. It's Bergman there on the rush, and the Express now go the other way, walking the line dangerously. And picked off by Bergman. And now there's going to be a stoppage in play here at 17:21. Skating now here into the circle. And off the draw. Express now pinning the puck against the boards near their bench, pushing it ahead forward. And the Twisters clear that all the way around. Still working with it. Jamming at it, and again the Express putting it around behind the net. Continuing here with the bouncing puck. Here come the Twisters going the other way, and they can't do much with it there, and played right back in there by Jacob Howell for the Express. Twisters now trying to get it out. Long stretch pass and into the zone off the stick of Clark, and nothing more for him. Deflected now here into the zone. Pushed into the corner as they come out there of that little bit of a hidden corner here from the angle that we stand at. Still working with it now here as that gets pushed against the boards and the pile moves out. Twisters working around trying to get to Wood. Wood makes a nice little pass off the boards to Collette. And Max Collette, one of the hometown boys here from Notre Dame, he'll work that in along to Guilford, and now back to the point. There's a shot through traffic. That was wide. Jamming at it now behind the net. Back to the point. And there's a quick shot there by Carrolls, and that doesn't go in. Trying to work with it. There's a shot through traffic save made on that opportunity. Still working for it. That gets pushed ahead forward. Like another shot through traffic by the Twisters won't go. Works that one along. And clear it in on the near side. Still jamming at it now. And that pass gets across. Working with it, trying to find a man. And Carrolls, he'll play that ahead. And all the way down the ice here. Here come the chance for the Express, putting on the brakes, looking now. And firing deflected in front, and Ends holds on for the whistle. And there was the opportunity from Evan Viot. And getting the shot away there again. It looks like that was Nathan Vanderbush. Couldn't tell. I think it was the 22. No, that was the 18 there. Off the draw. Micah Dodoric, who has assist in this one. Twisters now here in the attack zone. Put it on net, and Ratch holds on for a whistle. So 5 minutes here into the middle frame. Shots this period are 2-1. Correction, as they just updated now, are 3-2 in favor of the Express. They recently tied this up on a short-handed goal. And there's a quick shot off the end boards. Gertzen, he'll play that back. Still working with it now here. Trying to set something up as the Twisters. Twisters moving it around. Fanning on that one's to Grave. Now he'll backhand that down low. And Gertzen had control of it behind the net. Now working at it. Still jamming at it. And played ahead forward by Carrolls. He'll work it out. And that gets cleared right into the zone. Puck now behind the net. Trying to work it out. The Twisters are able to get it out. And off a couple sticks. Again, the Twisters working it here into the zone. Haven't had much, though, in challenging Ratch. And now here going the other way comes Michael Todoric. Todoric through traffic. Looking. Firing. And off the post and out of play up behind the glass. And that'll bring us a stoppage in play here at 13:59 here in the middle frame. I'm your host, Bentley Brandt, along with my cameraman, Josh Keck. And we're back now here live with the action off the draw. Here come the Twisters into the zone. Looking. Trying to fire, and that won't go through. Express get it out and work it down the near side, and gets played along there. And a nice play by the Twisters goaltender, keeping it out. Bouncing puck for the Twisters, and that won't go. Jamming at it here on the near side. On the little bit of a tie-up. Now picked up and played in by Carl Johansson. Played back now here and controlled by Austin Campbell. He is assistant tonight's game. And into the zone in the come of the Express, but no farther. As a great defensive unit out there for the Twisters, and that gets held on again for a whistle by Ratch, bringing a stoppage in play at 13:01. Shot totals are knotted up at 16. That means 3 apiece this frame. And we're knotted up at 1. A nice close battle here in this one. And it'll be a good game again to continue on throughout. As the Twisters have usually been outscoring the Express pretty good so far in the first couple games, but by an average score of 6-3 there, and the last one being 5-4. Again, this one looks like to be like that last overtime game, a very tightly close contest as the Twisters off the draw, bouncing puck, hops over some sticks, and no, it does not have enough for icing as it hit the sideboards first and now gets iced in return by the 20 there of Jacob Howell, and Transcona will have to tag up. And now back down here at the action as they get set for the draw. Off the draw, Twisters, they work that around. Playing it back across. There's a shot through traffic, and that won't go. Carroll's working with it. Now flying through traffic, and the opportunity there for the Twisters held on and held for a whistle and bring a stoppage in play. And here, regrouped and ready to go on the draw. It's Xander Carrolls. And he's set in here to take on Nathan Turner off the draw. Turner wins it across. And with that, the Express trying to go out of the zone. Puck bounces up, though, and Twisters couldn't hold it. And now, again, that opportunity for the Express. The puck just not bouncing their way here in this arena for both teams as the Twisters end up picking it up now. And here they come in with speed into the zone. Stick to side. And a little big hit there on Xander Carrolls after a little bit of some roughhousing there from Max Collette, playing a little bit of physical hockey there. And Carrolls is going to get taken after, and no penalty there as the Express player dropped his stick. Twisters now, they deflect that into the zone. And walking in, firing on the shot there from Carrolls that gets deflected out of play by Jacob Howell, who was going after him earlier, and some bad blood starting to form here in between these two teams. Trying to get the crowd back in it. 11:44 on the clock. Shots this period are 5-3 in favor of Pembina Valley. And off the draw, the Express. Seeing if they can have a nice push here. Long pass, kicked ahead, nice play. Going to the backhand, and that won't go for them. As Nolan Vanderbush had started that chase going the other way on that rush. Twisters now taking it back here on a nice counter attack. That gets pushed into the corner. Seeing now who'll come out with the puck as working around. The Twisters will prevail. And again, walking in, firing from a close angle. There's a shot from Gertson, and that won't go. Nice save there on that opportunity. Gertson now here, pushing his man ahead forward in tight for Weeb, and he couldn't get a shot away. And Dick now chasing after the puck. He'll play that along and into the zone. Here they go. Nice pass. Firing, and off the mark there was DeGrave from Gertson on the setup. Express, they work it around. Campbell tries to get it out. He gets knocked off the puck, but scoops it right back up on the hit from DeGrave. And Campbell, he'll work that ahead forward, a little bit off the mark there. Icing nullified as Hepner picks up the puck. 10:30 on the clock here. And the Express trying to get it into the zone now, and the Twisters trying to scoop that puck up as they continue jamming out. Twisters again prevail here on the near side boards this time. Playing across, wrong stretch pass, working the center of the ice into the zone. Van Dyne's trying to work it. Looked like he worked through a hook, and no, they're going to play on. Wood now. He gets a little bit of a tangle up there with the 21, and they continue on. At it, and that puck comes all the way down. It's going to bring an icing here at 9:58 as we enter the back half of this 1-1 closely contested game here. Shots 20-16 in favor of the Pembina Valley Twisters. I'm your host, Bentley Brandt, along with my cameraman, Josh Keck, and we're back down here right for the action. Quick shot. Firing, and Orchard couldn't get enough on it. There's another shot, and doesn't quite find Ratch or the net, and now they're still jamming at it in that corner. Twisters again, working the puck along the line. Now back, nice play by Sutherland. Firing, shot to lay loose in front. And that gets cleared all the way down. Wood goes to chase after it. And that comes all the way down, which will be an icing as the linesman's hand goes up. And with that, we'll take a look at your scoring leaders so far in between these two teams. And for the Pembina Valley Twisters, their leading scorer, Derek Derek Weeb, 17 goals and 43 assists. Meanwhile, their leading defenseman, 6 goals and 17 assists for Kyle Van Dynes. He has a Twisters goal in this one. As the Twisters off the draw, they work it into the zone. Bounced off that hit. And the Express controlling now here is Carter Johansson with the puck. Now work that ahead forward to the 20 of Jacob Howell. Now in behind the net. Express, they work it out. Kicked ahead forward and into the zone they go. Vanderbush. Shot. And that one is way off the mark there, trying to work it again for him. Now he passes in front, couldn't connect there to Troy Selin. Twisters now work it the other way. And they played that a little bit too loose there as Guilford works it into the corner for Bergman. Bergman now playing that all the way back to the far side corner. There's a shot in tight, that won't go. Twisters work that ahead forward to Bergman. And Bergman plays that behind the opposing net. Still jamming at it there. And the Twisters controlling now here, having some offensive pressure here as we reach the 8-minute mark. And that touches some of the netting, bringing a stoppage in play at 8:15. And the leading scorers here for the Transcona Railer Express. The visitors out here in this one. And their leading scorer, Evan Chudley. He has 18 goals and 16 assists. Their leading defenseman is Rohan White. He has 6 goals along with 19 assists on the campaign. And those are the leading scorers on the campaign as both teams whittle down here to about their final 7-ish games, give or take for some. And here come the Express on the chase. And that gets checked aside there. Good goaltending put on here by both tenders. Now working with it here, Transcona in tight on the wraparound, jamming at it. And Ends holds on for the save at 7:50. As again, the goaltender standing strong here in this one. And we're ready here to go. Vanderbush in to take the draw. Twisters win that one. And they work it down the ice. Played across there by Guilford. And picked up here by the Express. Express trying to work it out. Now the Twisters backhand in front. There's another shot. And looking skyward there was Josh Guilford, and he thought he had the goaltender beat. There's a look at the replay here of that opportunity. As there's a rebound for Guilford, and flashing the leather in return is Josh Ratch. And off the draw, ready to go on the tie-up there. Twisters are able to hold the zone just for a bit as Austin Campbell works that ahead to Dork and into the zone through traffic and not much farther for Nathan Turner and his crew. Twisters going the other way, walking in. Gertson, he centers, no one was there. And again, working at it there in the corner. Still trying to set something up with it. And now that hits the upper rafters and out of play. And we're back here ready to go off the draw. Twister shot from the point, and that doesn't get through. Still jamming at it. Cross from the line. There's a shot on net, and that won't go. Now looking, DeGrave, he goes to Gertson, shot. And again, it looks like just getting enough of that there was Josh Ratch. And now the net has come off. Well, the puck went out of play. Couldn't tell as the ref skated towards the net. Has come off the pegs as I reach over and look out the window now here. 6:36 remaining here in the middle frame. No scoring in the second period. We sit knotted up at once here. Shots 27-20. In favor of Pembina Valley off the draw. Here come the Express. Going the other way. They got a rush here is Mason Hooper through traffic. And not much going for him after that rush. And now here go the Twisters. Working it into the zone. Through traffic. Firing. And again, having the answer there has been Ratch. Long stretch pass trying to get to Sutherland, and that won't go, and it will be an icing charged against the Pembina Valley Twisters. 6:09 on the clock. So this Twisters team been really getting the shots on here late in this period, and we saw the same with Transcona in the first, able to tie it up there Also with the goal short-handed, and we're seeing if the Twisters will get rewarded with that and try and solve Ratch again. As the Twisters controlling here in the defensive zone, passing it across, trying to set something up. And again, looking up that middle there, and Van Dynes just deflects it in, and Ratch is going to glove that and hold on for a whistle as there was a couple Twisters players skating down there into the zone, didn't want to take any chances on it. And again, we look at the goals for a game. Twisters averaging over 4 goals, so a little bit behind on the mark here in this one. And there's a loose puck off that one. And now the net comes off, bringing a stoppage in play here. Along with the goals against, Transcona, their average, giving up about 3.71 goals. Meanwhile, their goals for, they're 6th in the league with that at 3.55. Twisters' goals against is down just under 3 at 2.83, and that's second best in the league. So you knew the Twisters were going to have a good defense coming out here, and then part of it's backed by their good goaltending. Not allowing that many chances for the Express. Meanwhile, the Twisters, again, just haven't had that offensive pressure and presence they're looking for, as they've had opportunities, but not good enough ones to solve Ratch. And there's the opportunity, and that won't get through. Played along there by Vanderbush. And the Express couldn't get a shot there on net as Clark takes it the other way. Now here, he centers that. And again, that goes into the corner now in front. And again, just wide there of the net. Bergman trying to work at it, and Todork trying to take it the other way. Michael Todork now looking at it into the zone. Still playing with it now here on the near side. And now a stoppage in play here. Under 5 to go here in the middle frame. 4:50 on the clock. Shots here in the second period. 17 for the Pembina Valley Twisters. 7 for the Transcona Railer Express. And again, still knotted up at 1 apiece with those 2 first period goals that were split in half. Twisters off the draw. Again, passed a little bit off the mark as the 2-10s jamming at it, and icing nullified though on that one by the linesman. Hepner now, he'll work that and hold on to it. Now plays it in. Played ahead forward. Walking in. Looking for a shot, and that won't go. And now here trying to go the other way. Again, the Express couldn't really set it up there. This ice might be a little bit rough than what these two teams are used to playing on here, as that puck is sure bouncing. And it's definitely cold enough. This is a cold arena if anyone has played in it or watched a game here. Going the other way through traffic, and that'll be the end of the rush there for the 10 of Co. Twisters with the puck on their stick. 3:50 on the clock. Into the zone, walking in, drop pass, and a nice play there, breaking that up by the 23 of Nathan Turner for Transcona. Twister still working with it. DeGray puts it into the zone. And now the skirmish for the puck there in the near side board, still working with it. Jamming that down low. There's a shot through traffic, and that pops its way out of play, bringing a stoppage in play here at 3:17 remaining in the middle frame. Off the draw. Twisters working in here in the opposing zone. Trying to glove that down was DeGrave. Skipped off his glove. Picked up now here. And here's the chase going the other way for Hooper. Walking in. He gets taken down. Along with Kalen Russell as they work it out of the zone is the Twisters. And here's their rush going the other way. And on the top, there's a shot. And again, a nice save there by who's been one of the more outstanding players in this one is Ratch. The dig out now here in the corner. And DeGrave, he falls, and Transcona can't be pretty happy about that. It's going to be a penalty and some extracurricular activities. He takes a couple shots there in the back from Mason Hooper. And I think Mason Hooper was the one called originally. No, it's correction there. I thought maybe he was with the retaliation, but it's going to be Jacob Howell. And he finds himself in the sin bin for the second time tonight. Transcona changing up their squad here on the penalty kill. Twisters get another whack at it. Last time they were on the power play, there was only one shot on the power play, and it was a shorthanded goal by the Railway Express. Not something that you want to do, so see if the Twisters can regroup and get their power play back to even. Working it around now here. Bouncing puck. Hard hit there into the boards is Bergman. And nice play by Van Dynes. He works out, deflecting it away, loose in front. And couldn't come all the way out. Nice play there by Sutherland. And there's a shot from the point through traffic. And that won't go. Still working with it now on the near side. 1:20 left on the power play. 1:45 and counting. Remaining in the period. Behind the net now here are the Twisters. 95 seconds here in the middle frame. 1:05 on the man advantage. Clark walking in, and correction, it's Bergman, and he overskated that one. And now there is a linesman calling it offside, is what that's going to end up being. So Twisters, couple shots here on the power play, and again, couldn't solve Ratch yet. And continue working at it as they walk into the zone, and here's the call. So Hall there was the one on the call there for the trip. Gertzen now, he'll work it back. Twisters here on the near side. A minute remaining here in the period. Trying to get a shot away is the Twisters. Gertzen now looking. 27 on the power play, and that gets turned over and cleared all the way down the ice. Weeb gives chase. And now here comes Weeb with the puck and speed up into the play. He'll play that across. DeGrave trying to work that back. Gets bounced up in the air. He gloves it down to himself. Plays himself past one guy. Walking in. Twisters trying to get a late goal. Jabbing at it. And Ratch holds on for the whistle at 26.3 seconds. 3 shots here on the power play for the Twisters. And we got some extracurricular activity. Couldn't quite see it here. If I look down though at my monitor, you can see some pushing and shoving. As I just was wondering why the referee wasn't letting Transcona get their change in, but that's why. And like I said, it's boiling up here in this 1-1 close-knitted, gritty game, and it's definitely been a fun one. It's not what the Twisters wanted, as they've been knowing to blow teams out here over the last couple of years, doing that. And their last one was at St. James, and the one we broadcasted over here without the video against St. Boniface. And this one a little bit tighter. Off the draw. Twisters, their power play is expired. So 3 shots on it, and that's going to be an icing now. Charged against the Express. 12.5 seconds remaining here in the second. So gotta give it here to both goalies. They've had the answer every time here, except for those 2 opportunities in the first, and it's definitely kept it close. Good fun. I like low-scoring, close games like this. Keeps it entertaining. Keeps you on the edge of your seat. As we're talking about in the mission about how important goaltenders are, as there goes the horn, and that gets fired down just wide of the net by the number 20 there of Howell. And your shots here for the...
Out-of-town scoreboard update. 2 other games in the MMJHL.
And here with that, we'll take a quick look here your shots after the first period, so correction, after the second period, for the Pembina Valley Twisters, they had 23 shots that frame. Meanwhile, only 7 for the Railer Express. And with that, we'll take a look at the scores around the league and the other games on in the MMJHL and get you some updates from River East and from St. James. And out in River East in that one, they're midway through the third period, and battling back they are. It's now 3-2. The Hawks still with the lead. Both those teams, only one of them will be able to end their losing streak after tonight. Meanwhile, the Twins, they got a long way to go with 4:45 remaining, but they were able to battle back and get at least one goal to help spark momentum maybe into their next game, down 7-1 to the Canucks, who are trying to bounce back after dropping their last one, and it looks like it'll be tough for the Twins to continue on their 3-game winning streak that they were riding. And with that, I'm your host, Bentley Brown, with my cameraman, Josh Keck, and we'll see you in a couple of minutes here for the third frame and possibly more. It's a 1-1 close-knitted hockey game here in this one, and we'll see you all for the third period. Both teams here are ready and set to take the ice here shortly for the start of the third period. It's been a good one so far here in this one as the Express take the ice, and Twisters now here following suit shortly. And like we said, 1-1 battle here, both these teams, and as it's been earlier on. And here come the Twisters. And the Twisters now coming out here, set to go for the third period. And like I said, it's been quite the goaltender matchup here in this one. Shots 36-20 in favor of Pembina Valley. 23 shots in that last correction. Yes, 23 shots there in the last frame, and only 7 for the Express. Puck's dropped, and here we go. Twisters win off the draw. Now the Express with it. And he'll play that ahead. Twisters now, they work it into the zone. Still working with it. Jamming at it, trying to do something here. And again, out of the zone. That gets pushed in now here behind the net. Transcona, they're able to hold the line there. And a skirmish for the puck. There's a chance. Then Transcona couldn't get the shot away exactly on net. Nolan Vanderbush on the shot. And here go the Twisters going the other way. Goaltender's down. And the Twisters find the back of the net. And they regain the lead here in this one. And we'll take a quick look here at the replay. And Jamiat goaltender's down, and there's it is. In the back of the net, we'll hear you with the call here shortly. On who it was, it's pretty tough to see here from that angle. But they finally are able to solve Ratch and get another one here on the board. So the second shot here of the frame as a Twisters goal here in this one as they recently break the tie. There's another opportunity for them on net. Again, close there, no cigar on that one for them. That gets played across now here by Guilford. Guilford, his shot on net. And they're offside on that one, bring a stoppage in play. And Xander Carroll's in there, set to take the draw.
Pembina Valley Twisters goal is 9th of the season, scored by number 3, Mike Hefner. The assist to number 19, Merrick DeGrave, and to number 14, Derek Weed. Time the goal, 47 seconds.
So there's our goal scorer. It's Mike Hepner with the goal with the assist on that one from Weeb. Off the draw, that gets cleared all the way in. Ends comes out to play it. And he works that one all the way along. Off a couple sticks there. Still jamming at it. And it'll come into the zone. Twisters now working here with the puck defensively. And thus, there we go, add Merrick DeGrave on the assist. Twisters going for the change now here after clearing it in. Working with it, they continue to jam at it. There's a shot through traffic and holding on for the whistle is Ratch. And the whistle went though before the puck got to him. I think the net came off when he pushed off, or it's going to be offside, I think. And that is the call. And off the draw now here. Twisters, they play that ahead forward. And into the zone they walk. Now behind the net. And Bergman now he'll play that back. No one there behind the net. Good work there by Guilford to stick that ahead forward. And there's a shot by the Twisters in on net. And that's going to be held on for a whistle. As I think, looked like at first he pointed out the zone. Twisters going for a quick change. It's going to stay in the zone here. Shots are 40-20 in favor of the Pembina Valley Twisters. Leading this one by a score of 2-1 as the puck's dropped and they continue on the action here. Express in these nice, in the red uniforms, trying to get it out. Working ahead forward and be no more for them. Good defense, good offensive play here by the Twisters on the forecheck as they work down along here. And Van Dynes trying to set something up. He had the opening goal in this one off a stick. And here's the opportunity for Chudley going the other way. Evan Chudley couldn't get his stick on it. And the Transcona Rail Express goal scoring leader, or point scoring leader, couldn't do much more than that. Now Clark, he feeds that ahead forward, going back for Clark. It'll lay there and it won't go. An opportunity there from Bergman to Clark, and they just can't find anyone to clean it up. And here's a quick look at that replay. No one could provide the finish here that the Twisters needed to find the back of the net and really get back into this one. Now here as they regroup off the draw, Twisters, they win it back. There's a shot on net. That doesn't get through and it gets blocked. Express taking it the other way. They got two. Cross ice pass. And now in front, that won't go to Gray. Picks it up. Twisters now going the other way. Riley Gertzen now with a head of steam into the zone. He'll play that along to Weeb. Weeb working backhand and a great defensive play there. Breaking that up as the 6 of Kyle Todork. And now he'll try and work it the other way to Michael Todork. And see he applies pressure as Dick pushes it back the other way. Scooping it up and looking around now. Kyle Todork. He'll work that into Michael Todork into the zone. And now into the corner, still working at it. Jamming at it. Can't really see what's happening here as due to our nice angles we have, but it's going to come out with the puck as Gertzen, and he just got stolen from him. Played right back in there by the Twisters. A nice play by DeGrave before hustling off for a change. Meanwhile, his line mates staying out there as the Twisters continue on the change. Xander Kells comes on as they shift into line 2 here for the Twisters. And a little bit off his stick, and that comes all the way down into the Twister zone behind the net. Twisters going to complete their change now here as Weeb heads for the bench. Meanwhile, spinning around and passing along to Campbell. Turning that over now. In the attack zone is the Express. Twisters jumping on that loose puck. 5 gone here in the final frame. Twisters recently broke the tie. It's 2-1 hockey game here. Express, they work it ahead forward and get taken down right in front of the bench, and they want a penalty. I don't think they're going to get one. Unless if it was this back referee calling it, who was out of frame. And it's not going to happen. And set to take the draw here. And they're firing. Quick shot there by the Twisters. Kicked aside. A nice play there. And played right back in by Russell. Working with it now. Trying to get it out. And that skips just enough to be out of the zone. Express regrouping. They haven't had much in this one as Russell. He'll play that along. And he'll get it right back as is loosely played in by Transcona. And Russell takes a knee, gets right back up, plays it ahead. And now scooped up, working that along there is Carl Johansson into the zone. And again, fired back in. Transcona hit their own man as that gets deflected in on net. And whistle blowing down here now As I don't know if that got frozen. It looked like Gens was a little shooken up there. And we're back here, ready to go. 13:48 as the clock continues to tick here in the third period. Again, pushing it to that far side boards. Now out of the corner, here comes Ryan Orchard. He steps over with Van Dynes, fires that way a little wide of the net. Off the glass, stays in play, falling behind the goal. And still jamming at it there. Express trying to come out with it. Twisters, though, they work it the other way, get to Hepner, who just broke the tie. Hepner, he'll sauce that in. Looking. Firing is Orchard. He couldn't get enough on it to get it on net. Still working at it. They'll play that along, and it's the Express now here. Working it on the opposing attack. Campbell behind the net. He's got a point tonight. As the Express work around, haven't got an even strength goal yet, and holding on to that shot is Zenz from Jacob Howell. And as we stated before, the only goal in this one was Transcona getting it done short-handedly. Power plays have been done nothing for either team. Transcona one shot on their power play. One shot on the Twisters' first power play came from Transcona, was a goal. They got 3 on the second power play. Still couldn't solve. Ratch, though, on the power play. Now here's an opportunity going the other way for Thomas. Just out of his reach. And into the zone come the Express. They play that along. That gets intercepted by Bergman. Still working at it. Now they did get up behind the goal. Trying to push it ahead forward. Jamming at it, and now there's a stoppage in play. Teams regrouping here now. After a little bit of chatter with Clark and the linesman, and actually it looks like Van Dynes is going to the box. He is. So Transcona has a power play here. And just what you want here, just before the midway mark, approaching here in the period, and now they took the penalty off the board. I don't know if they had the time set wrong. It's back on the board now. And here we go off the draw. And Todorki tried to make a nice move there at the line, and a good push by the Twisters on their forecheck. Campbell had to go back to scoop it up. And here come the Express working through traffic. A nice move there. And DeGrave, he got looked silly on that. He got made silly on that one by the Express, and they find the back of the net. It's a power play goal for the Express. And here's a quick look at the replay there. And walking in, finding the back of the net there. So it's the Express getting it done on the power play. We're knotted up here at 2 apiece. 12:07. Didn't take long on that power play goal for the Express to strike. Continuing to work with it now as we hit the 12-minute mark, jamming at it in the near side. Puck getting pushed around as they continue to work with it here. And there's a whistle. Off the draw, ready to go. That gets played in by the Twisters, and now trying to work it out and get back in this one after giving up that goal. And here's a quick chance for Transcona walking in, and Ends has the answer on that one.
Spelling number 26, Kyle Van Dynes. 2 minutes for boarding. That was Van Dynes for boarding.
So Van Dynes gets called on the board, and we'll get your Transcona goal scorers with us here in a second. And off the draw here, Twisters working it, trying to get it out. Good pressure here again by Transcona as Dick works it the other way. Long stretch pass, and that can't get to Wee, but Transcona plays it. So up overside, and walking in. There's a chance for the Twisters.
The assist to number 24, Evan Chudley, and to number 18, Michael Torek. Time of the goal was 7:53.
So there are your goal scores. So Michael Torek gets a multi-point game. Meanwhile, Twisters trying to go the other way. On the goal, Evan Chudley, their goal scorer leader, his 19th of the year. And the assist on that went to Nathan Turner, along with Michael Theodorek. Twisters, they get it out of the zone, though. Here comes Riley Gertson. His shot, and that just whizzes by. Getting part of that there again was Ratch. Working with it. Transcona, they flick that up, and that's out of play. Bring a stoppage and play here at 10:26. And shots this period for the Pembina Valley Twisters. They have a total of 7. Meanwhile, 4 for the Express. Hard hit there. There's a shot through traffic, and that won't go for the Twisters. Twisters again working it around, trying to set it something up here in the opposing zone. Clark going to chase after that puck. And now picked up and played along by Kalen Russell across to Wood. He takes a hard hit, though. And trying not to take a penalty as he pins his man against the boards. Meanwhile, Cohen Thomas goes the other way. He plays that in on Ratch, and Ratch holds on for a whistle at 9:58. And back now here, set for the draw. And Twisters, they'll just whip that around behind the net, trying to play it ahead, and that gets picked off by the Express, and a great play there by Sutherland with the poke check to break up that opportunity. And the Twisters, again, though, turning it over at the blue line, and played ahead forward by the 11 of Carl Johansson. Now looping back, trying to find that puck there. Twisters, long give pass, won't go on the leading pass. And now they got to regroup here. And change there on that goal. That was Nathan Turner from Evan Chudley. At the line, there's a shot through traffic, and that won't go. Working with it now here. Twisters in the attack zone. And coming out from the pin against the border, there's a shot in close, and that doesn't go. Goaltender making all of that. They're not even going to credit him, though, with the save. Again, from the point, Hepner, his shot gets blocked in front off a skate of the Express. And the Express now here taking it the other way, looking. And we got some activity at the other end of the ice going here, as a couple of guys have tied themselves up. It looks like that's Ryan Orchard, and it looks like the 20, Jacob Howell. And yeah, that is Howell, and he's been in the box twice. He's been physical playing around here, and he's going to go there complaining about to the ref. He's going to go there for the 3rd time tonight. Possibly. Unless they're just going to let this go. They might do that. And one guy there, he goes to the box. Still working with it. So Ryan Orchard gets waiting for it here. Ryan Orchard gets the and 1. As I would, well, I guess that wouldn't be it using that basketball term, but he gets the extra call on the penalty, and we'll hear the penalty call in a minute. And now it's off the board. So I was wondering there what was going on. The Twisters do have 5 men on the ice. I had to count there for a second. So yeah, we are good. So it's not a power play for the Express, and be offsetting roughing is what I'm guessing on that one. We'll wait for the call. Meanwhile, Dick trying to work it ahead forward here on the near side. And that's a nice deflection there on that one through the center by Carrolls. Now behind the net, jamming at it. And tight, and that won't go. Played on the near side. Express into the zone. Nice hit there by Carrolls. And he laid out his man on that one. That was a 23 of Nathan Turner, who just tied this one up. And hockey's a physical game. You got to play both ways. And he took a hit on that one. Express now here. They clear that into the zone. And another big hit. As the Twisters bringing the bodies out. Now pushing now here in the corner, seeing he'll come up with the puck. 7:18 on the clock. And that comes all the way down the ice. And what's going to be an icing. And we'll take a look at that first hit. The second hit wasn't much of it. There is a little bit of a collision there. But here's the first one coming into the zone. He gets the puck, walks in, and nice play there by Xander Carrolls just to lay him out and end that opportunity.
2 minutes of roughing, and then Jacob Howell, 2 minutes of roughing. Time those penalties at 11:25.
So it's Howell and Orchard, both for the rough, as I stated earlier, and that just got confirmed over the PA system as walking in is a nice play there by Todor going across. A chance there for the Express. Couldn't find the back of the net. Bouncing puck off the boards. Working with it. Pushing that ahead forward there was Hooper, and that gets chopped into the zone by Transcona. Van Dynes clears it out. And a nice hit there again. The recipient of that being Michael Dork. And picked up now here, and a nice play by DeGrave. He'll play that head to Weeb. Weeb going back in. And a great play there by Austin Campbell to shut him down. He has got a goal and some great defense. He's got assist and makes some great defensive plays. Meanwhile, there's the pass walking in and firing. It's Transcona finding the back of the net and taking the lead for the first time in this one. And it's the 22 of Nathan Turner, his second goal of the game. And the assist on that one to Mason Hooper. And here's a replay of that. There's Hooper playing it ahead to Todork, and Todork beating ends there on that one. We got a 3-2 hockey game here. Transcona just recently broke it here. 6:0 minutes on the clock. So Michael Todork on the goal. And the assist on that one.
Transcona goal scored by number 22, Nolan Vanderbush, his second of the game. The assist to number 23, Nathan Turner, time of the goal, 13:34.
Correct.
13:54.
Correction, they're going to give Turner the assist and the goal to Nolan Vanderbush. And I thought the 13 set up that play. But instead, Hooper won't get his first point of the night. Meanwhile, that goes out of play. I'll take a quick look at the replay of the Transcona goal here. And see, there's the setup. And nice pass across. And yeah, it's tough to see that number there. So 5:23 here on the clock. Twisters, they got battle back in this one down here. And what the goal scoring has come out here in this period as that gets deflected off a stick into the zone. Twister striking early and Transcona tying it back up. Still working with it. 5 on the clock. Meanwhile, Van Dynes walks into the zone, tries to go backhand, and still jamming at it. He gets tied up. And now around behind the net. And that gets cleared and hits the rafter, and that'll bring a stoppage in play. And we're back here ready to go off the draw. Trying to get a shot away. Still jamming at it. And now here on the near side, Twisters regrouping in their own zone. Trying to work with it. There's a skirmish for the puck on the near side. There's a shot. Ents couldn't get his glove on that. Nice play there to hold the zone, Austin Campbell. Meanwhile, Van Dyne's long stretch pass deflected into the zone by Max Collette. And Ratch will hold on to the puck. He's had a night so far in this one. Give him a credit of up to 43 saves so far with just under 4.5 to go in regulation. And it's helped his team. They're up in this one just by 1 in this close game. Off the draw, quick shot there by the Twisters just over. And that doesn't go through. And there's a play that got sent into Kona bench. Off the draw now here, ready to go. That gets played along. Picked up now behind the net. Twisters, they play it back to the point, and their captain, Jacob Carrolls, can't hold it. And that's a tough one there with 4 to go. Meanwhile, Transcona, they did what the Twisters have been doing all night long, using the middle of the ice. And what a way to break that up. Nice hit. Meanwhile, Gertson to take it the other way. He splits the defense, chases after his own puck on the jump and chase. Getting it back to the line. Bouncing puck. Nice play there to hold it just for a bit. And that's not tripping there as they got a little bit tied up. Meanwhile, Hepner going the other way, walking into the zone. Looking, firing through traffic, and that won't go. Kicked ahead forward there by Clark. Working with it. And the tie-up now here at 3:13. Clark now. And now he gets pickpocketed. His pass wouldn't go, and there's going to be no interference. That comes in. Ents holds on for a whistle. Let's look at that opportunity here. Taking another hit in this one. This was Vanderbush. This time, boom, gets upended there. And that was another hard hit by these Twisters team. But still, they got some physicality going for them here as the game ticks along. And they need to find the back of the net soon. Ends covering up with their 2:58. And I wouldn't be surprised if the Twisters call their timeout here. Though it seems like they like to call it a little bit later than usual. And off the draw, Van Dyne's he'll work that around. And Clark here on the chase. Just enough, and it won't be icing. And Seal who come out with the puck behind the net. 2:45 on the clock. Back to the line. Van Dyne's plays that across. There's a shot through traffic, and that won't go.
Ladies and gentlemen, tonight's
And now that gets played back.
10838.
Picked off now here by Transcona.
Tonight is 260.
And bouncing puck there. Twisters trying to hold the zone.
838.
And again, that's swallowed up by some red jerseys, and they'll clear that all the way down. It's going to be an icing. Turn to the Twisters bench, and Braden Biernard signals for he's going to make his call here on the timeout. See if the ref saw it. And looks like it's Van Dyne's motioning it to him. As it was an icing, and in this league, I'm pretty sure both teams can still call a timeout off an icing. As it doesn't really matter. Transcona was the one icing it, so the timeout will work to their advantage.
Timeout, Twisters.
So you got to draw up something here to solve Ratch, and he sits here, 43 saves on the night, and we'll be watching where Ends starts here, this one. Gates open, he's warming up there, as you can see, or not warming up, but at least stretching out. Keeping that blood flowing as he's got a hard skate coming up here. As the Twisters break the huddle here. And with that, we'll see where Ends will stand. And they got 6 men out there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 as Ends steps into the bench. So empty net for the Twisters here. And waiting for Ratch to get set in net here. Face-off draw coming here to his right. He's set, and off the draw, went back to the point. Weeb plays it across, and that's usually the man that they like to call out to play back at that point of the two-way player. The ex-Winkler Flyer, he breaks that up. Transcona long clear in on net, and it's wide. Quite couldn't see it there, but it was wide of the net to the left when facing the net. So wide to the right. They'll regroup here to do the draw. 1:57 on the clock. Twisters again can't really play it cleanly. A nice play breaking that up by Nathan Turner. 2 assists. Sorry, a goal and assist in this one for him. Still jamming at it. Trying to work with it. And the Express, they push it in. 97 seconds on the clock. Jamming at it now here. And the Twisters, they'll take it out as Weeb. From behind his own goal. Weeb continuing the push ahead. Looking, 1:25 and counting, 1:20 and counting on the clock. Twisters, back to the point for Russell. Russell, he'll play that in low. And a nice clear there by Transcona. Doesn't have enough. Just wide of the net. It's going to be an icing. 67 seconds on the clock.
February 29th against the Stonewall Jets. That's February 29th against Stonewall. Puck drop is scheduled for 8 p.m.
And yeah, well, as a guy announcer of the PA system, we'll hear you be with us. You can listen to us and watch us if you can't make the game. And that'll be 8 o'clock on the 29th as the Twisters host the Stonewall Jets, who are part of this tight fight here for a playoff spot. Meanwhile, the Express trying to ride their wave, being winners of their last 2 and 4 of their last 5. 63 seconds on the clock. Twisters going for broke. They got empty net at the other end as N sits on the bench. There's a shot just wide of the net, still jamming at it. Van Dyne, he plays out long, jamming at it in front. Bouncing puck. Can't find the back of the net. 45 on the clock. Twisters whacking at it. There's a shot on net. That gets blocked. A nice play there. Blocking that one. It's 18 of Turner. 35 on the clock. Twisters hold the zone. There it is. And the one-timer won't go. And that gets iced all the way down. And a whistle, 22.8 seconds. And off the draw now, Transcona, they're going back to the point. There's a chance for the Twisters. Jamming at it in front. They score! With 17.4 seconds left on the clock, the Twisters tied up. We'll see if we can get the replay. Sorry, just missed it here, as I got to work the horn as well. It's a busy day up here in the box. But nevertheless, you guys all saw it live there. The Twisters have tied this one up with 17.4 seconds. And as this game deserves extras, it's most likely here going to take more than another frame.
Second of the game, scored by number 21, Alex Van Dynes. The assist to number 22, Kalen Russell, and to number 19, Merrick DeGrave. Time of the goal is 19:43.
And there's the horn, and that brings a stoppage in play.
Game will now go to a 3-on-3 sudden death over.
So add Merrick DeGrave, his second assist, and the guy who started off the scoring, Van Dynes, finding the back of the net with 17 seconds left to give us the opportunity here for overtime. So we're getting ready here for overtime period, number 1 of overtime. 5 minutes on the clock. If not, we'll go to a nice, good old shootout here in between these two teams. And Kyle Van Dyne's taking the penalty. that led to the Transcona go-ahead goal. Which is not listed here as that. And now they're ready here and set to drop the puck off the draw. It's the Twisters controlling. They walk into the zone here. Playing it along, and now here they go, going the other way, walking in, back at forehand. Shot, they score. It's the Twisters. They take this one here. And what a game it has been, getting it done in overtime. And that didn't take much. 15 seconds here into overtime. They find the back of the net.
Final score 4-3 for the Twisters.
Final shots 50 for the Pembina Valley Twisters, 28 for the Express. What a game this one has been. And we'll be with you all here shortly with going over your 3 stars. Overtime final is the Twisters leading. We'll just make sure we got audio here. We do. Is the Twisters leading the, or routing the Railer Express here 4-3 in overtime. And with that, we'll start it off here in this one. And again, tough game for him, getting the loss into this one, but still finished the night off with 46 saves, and he's the reason why this game went to overtime. Your third star from the Transcona Railer Express, Josh Ratch. And your second star in tonight's game, he had a goal and an assist, including assist on the game-winning goal. And he was the one who got the life back in the Twisters, giving them back the 2-1 lead. From the Pembina Valley Twisters, number 3, Mike Hepner. And now, your first star of the game. He started the scoring off, and he scored with 17.4 seconds to tie this one and force extras. Your first star of the game from the Pembina Valley Twisters, number 26, with 2 goals in tonight's game, Kyle Van Dynes. And with that, it's the Twisters routing the Express with a late comeback win, sending it to overtime and getting it done in a quick fashion. It's the Twisters 4, the Express 3. I'm your host, Bentley Brownlow, with my cameraman, Josh Keck, signing off for now. And we'll see you guys all in the next one on the 29th as the Pembina Valley